Hi, you guys. So this video is about Teddi Mellencamp and her goodbye message to the producers during season 10, right before she got fired, and a cameo that she thinks might be coming out in season 12 that she did. And apparently she was filming Kyle's store opening too recently. So I guess Teddi will be making some appearances in season 12, which will be good for her podcast. She has a podcast, I guess, finally keeping one with Tamra. So we'll see how long that lasts. Oh my God, I need to get my hair done. All right. Want to see something so cute? Look. Okay, wait. Ooh, I'm a little bear. A little tiny bear in the forest. So this is going to be a concise video because, you know, I dread talking about Teddi, but I did find this interesting, so I had to share it. So basically what she wrote to the producers before she got fired on season 10 was the following. At the end of my season, I was mad. I texted the quote, I've trended on Twitter every single week from hate, and you aren't giving me anything else but the negative. Please, I'm doing the work. I'm showing up. I need you to show my life in some other capacity. This is what she wrote and said on her podcast that she wrote to the producers at Evolution. So funny. Well, unfortunately, what backfired on her in that message was Bravo's like, honey, it has nothing to do with showing another aspect of your life while the people hate you. They hate you because they think you're boring. No matter how much drama you bring, it's boring, right? So, you know, some of us, like me, I recognized that I was not made for reality TV. I mean, maybe in season 3, I might have flown. You know, you see the beginning of it when I have my meltdown, right? I'm getting the hang of it now. At the reunion of season 2, I'm getting the hang of it. So maybe if they'd given me one more season, I might have shined, right? But definitely in the headspace of season 2, I couldn't have done it, right? In season 3, I would have just like, you know, I don't know, I probably would have exploded in front of you on TV because there's really nothing else that keeps people's attention. You have to just, you know, you got to be like just so riveting at all times. It's hard. It's really hard, especially when you're talking about such dumb topics, you know, and you're like bright and you're trying to like hang in there, but you're like, oh geez, I can't talk about, you know, Susan not liking Frank's blanket. Another problem I struggled with on the show is the producers like characters that tease plot lines, you know, and like tease information. Now I could have done that knowing as much gossip as I know now. I could do that all day long, right? But at that time, I wasn't studying everyone's history, which you kind of need to do to be on these shows. But like, I'm like a cut through the crap person. So like, I remember I mentioned this on one of the podcasts, but like Adrian Malouf's husband in one of the scenes in season 3 was like, what do you think of Brandy? And I was like, I think she's a slut pig, like whore. And I'm like, Adrian shouldn't even be talking to her. Like, that was my statement. Now, they cut that out, but like, it was almost too to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to play that game. You kind of be like, oh, Adrian, why? What happened? I mean, you know, I'd already decided I didn't like her, and that was it. Like, game, set, match, you know? So Teddi Mellencamp was super surprised when she got fired, and I would assume that's because she thought she had a guaranteed spot, being that she's good friends with Kyle Richards, right? But didn't work out. But see, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle, you know, when production asked Kyle about it, Kyle was like, do whatever you think is best. You know, I don't think Kyle would stand up for Teddi to production, in my opinion. I just don't think she'd do that for anyone. But anyway, she said she was completely surprised. And then she said that there was a new showrunner on the show. So maybe that was the reason that she didn't get asked back. Also could be another thing that showrunner. I don't remember any big changes done by that showrunner, though. I mean, like what? Bringing in Crystal Minkoff and upgrading Sutton as a full-time wife? I mean, certainly the storyline was completely driven by the Tom Girardi, Erica Girardi scandal. I mean, there was no like breakthrough moment with any of the new cast members that were like, oh, this is it. This is the moment. The showrunner picked these great people or created this, you know, situation that made all this happen. It didn't happen at all with anyone's help. It just happened naturally. Probably happened because of me. Because frankly, I'm the one who called out the Erica thing first. Yeah, I'm going to be like, I took credit for that. I'm taking credit for season 11 success. How do you like them apples? I'm not really, but it's fun. Please tell Andy that I did, though, because it might make him mad. Okay, let's move on. Teddi also said that production tried to save her role on the show and really begged Bravo to keep her. And Bravo just wasn't having it, you know, so the producers were championing on her behalf. I'll tell you what I think. I know some of those producers and they aren't championing shit. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, they're like, hey, you guys, maybe we should give Teddi another chance. And some executive Bravo goes, no. And they go, okay, let's move on. That's what they call championing anyone. Are you kidding me? The personalities of Bravo are strong. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Oh, Tamra also tried to save her job, didn't work. And, she said her cameo. Let's do that one now. Because I think that cameo may have involved the interview she threw me under the bus. So she said she did a cameo for season 12, and it was when she was shooting Extra. Now, she only did 2 interviews that I saw that she did for Extra. One was with Erica Jane Girardi, and she was just like asking how she was coping with everything happening, and was she dating anyone? And Erica was like, you know, no, but I'm looking, and slide into my DMs and whatever. And then she did another one with Dorit where she asks about the robbery, and then she drags me in this interview. She's like, oh, and how do you feel about people like Dana Wilkie trying to get famous and all this crap? Obviously hoping that the Bravo producers would leave that in the edit, right? Because she knew they were shooting those interviews with Erica and Dorit. So, you know, I know for a fact that Bravo will never allow that part to be shown on season, 12, because they won't want to give me that kind of platform. No matter how bad, Teddi came for me, trying to link me to that robbery, trying to make it so that I'd be like the villain that isn't really a part of the show, but like I'm still a villain somewhere on the planet. It's just not happening. Because Bravo knows that if that happens, then I'll get interviewed or I'll get to come back. And it'll be obviously really popular for people to watch what I say. And if people like it in my rebuttal to whatever comes out on season 12 through this cameo appearance with Teddi Mellencamp, it will just drive my numbers up. And they don't want that. They want the reverse. Yeah. So they're not that silly. So I said, Teddi, you shouldn't have done that, because if she had done something else, they might have used, it. But they'll probably cut that now. Damn it. I've always wanted to be a villain. Oh, it'd be so fun. Anyway, I am just so happy with my little platform with you guys. That's all I need in the world. I'm just thrilled. Couldn't be happier. Anyway, if you guys like my videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and send me gossip on Wilkie_Dana. You can DM me. Join the Patreon. See all the things we're talking about. So much more happening on there. If you like this, it's like a whole world in there. I mean, it really is. Like everything you can imagine that you've ever heard is in there. And the stories behind it, and validation or not, if it's bullshit, but you'll love it. You really need to go in and check it out if you haven't. And if you need help, just email the creator and I'm there and I'll answer. I check my emails on my Patreon every day, and we gossip on there. I actually gossip with people on the Patreon quicker than Insta. Do you guys think that Teddi Mellencamp was wronged and she should have been allowed to show other aspects of her personality and life? Or do you feel like the 3 years she was on the show was enough? And like, come on, Teddi, cut the crap and stop blaming the showrunner. Or maybe you think she should blame there was the new showrunner. Or maybe you think that it was Bravo just for some reason didn't like Teddi Mellencamp, or did Kyle throw her under the bus? Why do you think Teddi Mellencamp was fired? I've actually never asked because I've always assumed the general population's wave of emotion about Teddi. But I would love to know I think it was because no matter what she did on that show, it just was always so monotone and the same. And so it just wasn't fun to watch. There was she had no spectrum of emotions. And so you tell me now, what do you think was the reason that Teddi got fired? Besides, you're overwhelmingly telling Bravo every single day and night to fire her. Besides that, why? Just let's go deeper. Okay. Love you guys. All right, I gotta go to bed. You can tell I'm tired.